Hello and welcome to Alchemical Tarot. Let's see what the cards have to say to us today. We have our first three cards straight away. They've come through. Oh my gosh, what an amazing set of cards. Where are you feeling good about money and wealth and income today? Because we're starting off with a 10 of Pentacles, which is right through the deck. We've gone from the Ace to the 10, and here we are with sheer abundance. This card is speaking to us not just about money that is coming in for you. I'm talking about an up-leveling of wealth. I'm talking about a kind of level of wealth that sees you sort of the ability to share it in huge amounts with others, because this is like generational wealth. This will make a real difference to your life. If we look in this card, we see sort of the older man, we see the two sort of maybe the married couple, and then we have a child here, and even room for dogs. There's sort of so much money to go around. It's like, where can you share this? Where can we recognize that to give the money out to people and to share from our heart just keeps that money in flow? It's sort of, this kind of card just shows that you've got that kind of, you're understanding how money comes in because you're understanding how money goes out and how money goes around. It's that kind of, you're really in that flow with it at the moment. This is what this is saying, and it's suggesting that money's coming in a big way. You've worked hard for it. We've got a 10 of Wands, and so either this kind of money situation has been really heavy on you, you've been waiting for it for a long time, you've been waiting for things to come through for a long time, or you've put a lot of work, a lot of your resources into sort of making money or setting up for wealth. Or it doesn't have to necessarily be money, it can be something else, anything on this physical realm. It could even be a relationship, working really hard in a relationship, trying to make that work. Whatever it is here is suggesting there's been a lot of input, a lot of energy, and you are making it through. There's big thigh muscles here with this person. So you've really built a lot of strength within yourself, and that can be strength of character as well. It doesn't have to be sort of that physical strength, but it's showing how much you've developed through this time with the Wands. We've got these two 10s today. This is really showing us that we're kind of at the end of a cycle for you. And it's time to put that burden down. This has been burdensome. You've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. It might have been causing you stress and strain, anxiety maybe. But this is Wands rather than mental suit. So this is more of that sort of, just your energy. It's taken a lot of your energy. And the 9, we've also got the 9 of Pentacles. There is just so much opportunity here within the cards to tap into your feelings of abundance and luxury. This woman here is living in the finest sense of the word. Refinement, opulence, luxury. She's just exuding sort of the idea of energy expressed as physical things in the Pentacles. And she's sort of showing that there's this level of control over this, not over the money so much as she's got control over her desires. And she knows that she's got control over her mind and her emotions, it seems, because she's managing to bring all of this together. And so a kind of this laser-like focus. She's like a bird of prey, which is suggested here. She can sort of oversee the situation, and she knows exactly what she wants, and she's going to go for that. So yes, where can you sort of tap into this sense of success here? Success around this material world. Where can you sense that everything is coming in for you? Because the cards are certainly suggesting they are. And what I'd like to do right now is just take a moment to talk about these Pentacles, this sort of energy expressed as physical things, and talk about this physical world compared to the Wands. The Wands is a really fast energy. We feel sort of desires, and we feel passions coming up within us, and they come and they go like flames. They flicker and then they die off. Very fast energy. Pentacles, not so much. So very often people sort of see these kind of cards and they think, that's it, money's coming in tomorrow. And it can feel like such a weight when a day's gone past, a week's gone past, a month's gone past, a year's gone past. And you're saying, but I saw those cards, why hasn't this money shown up for me? Remember that in this physical plane, things can take time. It's almost like these invisible threads are weaving together this successful outcome. And they pull on all sorts of different scenarios and people involved to create this amount of wealth, this amount of fortune. So just know that it's coming in, because that's the important thing, is that feeling. Can we tap into that feeling? How alive would you feel? How relieved would you feel if all of this came in for you today? And can we layer our subconscious with that? Because it's that subconscious layering that I believe expresses itself on the outside and shows up for you when you've really layered your subconscious with this kind of, as this woman shows us, this, she knows it's coming in. She lives every day in this way, with refinement, with abundance, everything at her fingertips. And it's taken a level of mastery. There's grapes in these cards, there's grapevines. And those indicate that it's taken time for her to refine and hone her skills at this. And she's done it. We're at a 9 out of 10, and we've also got our 10, which, as you can see, takes us not just from you having the wealth and the feelings of wealth, but getting you to a point where you can share this wealth. Because you know it's almost like you can click your fingers and you bring it through. You know it's just coming in for you whenever you need it, whatever you need it for. This is a really successful outcome. So what I'd like you to do now, if you're willing and able, is just to close your eyes. I'm going to take you into a very short meditation, because I think it's really helpful, especially when we've got such amazing cards, to integrate this energy. If we can start to layer that into our subconscious, then we start to see it showing up much more readily on in our outside world. So, wealth. Opportunities for making wealth, abundance, not necessarily money. I literally read a quote by Neville Goddard yesterday talking about this. We're getting lots of money cards in the last couple of days, and that quote was talking about how it's not about the money itself. Imagine you've already got that. It's about how do you spend it wisely and profitably. So how does that feel for you today? What would you wisely spend that money on? What would make you feel really good? And imagine also the ability to share it with others. See the flow in life of this money. What sort of lifestyle would you provide for those loved ones around you? Or maybe this is a charity, or animals, a dog sanctuary, a wildlife sanctuary of some sort. I know lots of people have lots of big dreams about this kind of sharing. What is that for you? Big dream. Take a moment to think on that. Feel as if it's already happened. I want you to imagine that you've put down whatever has been bothering you, any burdens that you've been carrying. Wherever you've been working so hard, can you see that coming to an end? Letting go. You're nearly home. Can you put down those ones or call out and ask for help? You're so close to home. Is there anyone that can support you right now with these wands? And if not, just know you're really nearly there. And those wands have built such a strength within you. And tapping into the refined, finer things in life. What does that look like for you? What colours would show up differently in your life? How would you colour your world differently with this kind of money? And a sense of freedom too. This woman just seems carefree. Tapping into the higher picture today, the bigger picture, different perspective on life. So much to celebrate, so much abundance at our fingertips. Can you feel into that now? Put a smile on your face. This feels good. And know that it can take time, but you can still live every moment as if it's already happened. It's a state of being. It's a state of flow. And then in your own time, you can come back into the room. Open your eyes. And say, "Show me the money." Have a wonderful day.